The recent immigration sweeps have left many people living in fear. They're also hitting a nerve with people living in the harbor area, especially among the Japanese American community. As KCAL's Rina Nakano reports, they see today's raids as a painful reminder of their past.
When Terry Hara visits Terminal Island, he sees more than cranes and shipping containers. He feels his roots.
My dad would stop by a friend's place to pick up fish.
In the early 1900s, Terminal Island was a booming fishing town. Immigrant Japanese fishermen brought over a revolutionary technique that exploded LA's tuna industry. The men would fish, the wives would can.
When it turned white, it looked like chicken. That's where they came up with the word chicken of the sea.
Hara's grandfather, Otoji, was one of around 3,000 Japanese and Japanese Americans who lived in the island's company housing.
It was one big happy family. They had cafes, restaurants, grocery stores. It was all there until December 7th, 1941.
After the Pearl Harbor bombings, Terminal Island's fishermen were the first in the LA region to be detained without due process.
They didn't know initially where their husbands or fathers had been taken.
Emily Anderson is a curator at the Japanese American National Museum in Little Tokyo.
This is an alien registration card.
At the time, the U.S. government forced curfews and movement restrictions on Japanese immigrants. But when their American-born children were also racially profiled, Anderson says local groups created these red citizen badges.
If I let people know that I'm a citizen, surely they'll treat me like a citizen and not discriminate against me.
It didn't work. Within months, 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry, most who were American citizens, were imprisoned in internment camps. The U.S. government immediately bulldozed the once thriving Japanese fishing village on Terminal Island. But in 1988, President Reagan apologized for the country's injustice toward Japanese Americans.
Right now, it feels like that lesson that was learned has been entirely forgotten.
Government agents detaining working immigrants, separating families, some who are American citizens.
My homie was born here.
To many Japanese Americans, the current ICE operations feel all too familiar. What's worse for Hara?
See the entry gate over there? That's where the U.S. Coast Guard is.
In the last few weeks, citizen groups have seen ICE agents use Terminal Island's Coast Guard facility as a staging area, the very spot the U.S. government bulldozed to erase the Japanese fishing village.
Many of the original Terminal Islanders would be shaking their head and saying that they can't believe it's occurring again.
Even after the war, Asian immigrants were not given a road to U.S. citizenship until 1952. Hara's grandfather, Otoji, naturalized in 1955, but died a year later. These two buildings on the corner of Tuna and Cannery Streets were the only buildings that were not demolished from the Japanese fishing village. Hara is now working with the city of LA to get them designated as cultural historical monuments. Hara hopes to resurrect part of a town that he's never seen.
In memory of Otoji.
To relearn the legacy of his ancestors' American dream. On Terminal Island, I'm Rina Nakano, KCAL News.